Chapter 1, Verse 1. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Chapter 1, Verse 1 explains the Hebrew name for God that is used here, Elohim, demonstrates the enormity of God's power to transform lives. This name for God is in the plural form, signifying his strength and might. It also hints that God is in some sense plural, a community unto himself. See also chapters 1, verse 26, chapter 3, verse 22, chapter 11, verse 7. But though this name is plural, it is treated grammatically as singular, revealing God's unified and personal nature. He is omnipotent in power, but personal in his touch. He is able and willing to provide the help we need. Chapter 1, verse 2. The earth was formless and empty, and darkness covered the deep waters, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the surface of the waters. Chapter 1, verse 2 explains, this verse describes the earth before it was shaped by God's creative hand. It was shapeless, chaotic, and dark. These three characteristics forebode nothing but trouble. But then we are told that the Spirit of God was hovering over the surface of the waters. This fourth characteristic is a source of hope and promises new life. The presence of the Holy Spirit was a necessary element in the events of all 6 days of creation. In the same way, his presence in our life is necessary before any spiritual renewal can take place. Chapter 1, verse 24. Then God said, let the earth produce every sort of animal, each producing offsprings of the same kind, livestock, small animals that scurry along the ground, and wild animals. And that is what happened. Chapter 1, verse 24 explains the phrase, and that is what happened. Also in chapter 1, verse 9 through 11, verse 14 through 15 shows us that God's creative activity was done in complete conformity to the specification he had originally intended. It should reassure us to know that God's good desires for us can be accomplished with the same certainty. Chapter 1, verse 26 through 27. Then God said, let us make human beings in our own image to be like us. They will reign over the fish in the sea, the birds in the sky, the livestock, all the wild animals on the earth, and the small animals that scurry along the ground. So God created human beings in his own image. In the image of God, he created them. Male and female, he created them. Chapter 1, verse 26 through 27 explains, people were created to be like God. Oceans of ink have been used attempting to explain what this means. One characteristic that all the writers agree upon is the ability of people to make moral decisions. We have the power of choice, and we are accountable to God and to others for the choices we make. To continue growing spiritually, we must take responsibility for this aspect of God's nature that is alive and well in each of us.